I'm ZoWilliams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How is that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I would like to kiss a woman's ass. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you rate women so well?
ZoWilliams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
Yeah, for the first time since 2007, I'm late.
I'm always late, so.
I've never been late for a broadcast, but
Hey, what can you do?
it's the first time for everything.
There it is.
Listen, there's a different phone line. If you're just tuning into the Voice of Reason on Hot Button Radio, there's another phone line. We're in a different studio today. You're not supposed to know that. So the phone line is 844-55-2. 844-55-2. Call in right now because today's topic is going to be fucking stupid. It's going to be crazy. Oh, wow. I was listening and then the beautiful music that was... What up, Julian Ramirez?
Yeah, Julian. Okay.
He can't hear us.
He can't hear us.
He's just over there.
He's in a poor little... He's in like a box. It's so funny.
They got him in DJ
He's
jail.
He's like a fish. I feel like he's a fish tank. He just...
DJ jail, right?
You better turn up your mix today. He can hear us, though.
Yeah. So, listen. If this is your first time tuning in to the Voice of Reason on Hot Button Radio, please understand what it is that we do. We cover relationship topics. All types of topics that you're afraid to discuss. Mm-hmm. We're not afraid to discuss those topics. Now, while we wait for Veronica Conway to call in, let me introduce the homie. Y'all know who she is. Niggas be claiming to have hit it. Lying, making videos and shit.
Oh, who did this?
You ain't seen the video yet?
I've never seen the video.
Yeah.
What? I feel like that's big time. People are fronting.
I just said, fuck it. Whitney's a star.
Wow. All right.
Whitney's a star.
Okay. I didn't even know somebody made a video. We don't have to pull that up. Somebody made a video?
I'm just saying.
Somebody's claiming what? What are they
that
claiming?
They smashed.
Good luck. Please.
Smashed them cookies.
Good luck. What's his name? He ain't gonna call in, though.
Hey, listen. Hey. I don't know who made the video.
There's a video.
There's a video.
Where's the video?
Somebody
it's a
tagged.
video of me fucking somebody?
No, it's not a sex tape.
I've never even done that. So
it's not a sex tape.
I'm definitely down to watch that.
You down to watch a sex tape that was leaked?
Yeah, fake.
On you?
Yeah, fake.
Whitney got leaks.
I got fake leak porn, bruh. Y'all.
You need these. You can't have these headphones, pimp. I'm not giving them up.
Here, bro.
That's too bad.
Ooh.
We just started the show. Tell them to fuck themselves. They're not getting these headphones back. But listen, hold
on.
Veronica's calling in. The number to dial again is 844-55-1.
2.
Oh, 55-2.
Boom.
Yeah, we're in a new studio, so here it is. Today's topic is crazy. But before I introduce the topic, Whitney, tell your people what's up.
What's up, man? I'm just saying, hey, it's Wednesday. I'm getting ready, y'all. I got a lot of things going on right now. I'm actually hosting a webisode each week with All Deaf Digital. You guys can check it out on YouTube. A couple of my,
excellent.
I guess a couple of our VOR, fans and followers have hit us up already on there. So check it out. It's pretty much the same thing we talk about, not as deep as we get here on Voice of Reason, but we talk about, some fun stuff. We interview comics and whatnot on there. So once a week, I'll be letting you guys know when the topic is, when y'all can check it out. Y'all can see me. You feel me? It's a video, so y'all can see me. But yeah, I would love my Voice of Reason family to support. everything I got going on.
And
but other than
there
that,
it is.
we just chilling, man. Wednesday.
Whitney in the building. Today's topic. This is an interesting concept. This is one of the chapters that I left out of the relationship dismount. But I was like, I gotta cover it. And I was thinking about revising the relationship dismount and putting this chapter back in the book.
Oh, a little VIP one.
Yeah, because I felt like we didn't cover it. It's today's topic, the Relationship Nocebo Effect. A deeper look into how low-grade negative expectations ruin our relationship. Now, a lot of people have heard of the term placebo, but have never really heard of the term nocebo. Now, placebo works when somebody gives you something that is believed to be helpful in terms of, like, say, a medication or something like that. Okay, but it might be a sugar pill. It might not be medicine at all. But because you believe that it's medicine, your belief is what gives you the results. The nocebo effect. Oh,
wow.
Let me give you an example. The nocebo effect is the opposite of that. So let me give you an example of the nocebo effect.
Okay.
Nocebo effect is crazy. So when you're watching one of those pharmaceutical commercials,
Yes.
Plexar,
Lyrica.
right, Nigrica will darken your vulva, you know,
Like, oh,
some
yeah.
weird shit, right?
Yeah.
So all of these, you know, these medicines, these pharmaceuticals. Then they give you, after saying all of what it can do for you, they give you this list of all of the things.
Oh, yeah.
The side effects.
You're going to lose an eye. You're gonna gain three more toes.
You could grow a
Heart
new
attack,
anus.
You're gonna die. You know, it's cool. Heart attack.
2 assholes may mean shitting faster than normal, right? It just, right?
Don't worry about the blindness, the redness, the itchiness, the grossness, the everything you didn't have until you took this shit.
Exactly. So what that is it's like a negative suggestion and expectation, right? The definition of it is this: nocebo, noun, a detrimental effect on health produced by psychological or psychosomatic factors such as negative expectations of treatment or prognosis. Now, my point of that is this: the relationship nocebo effect. How many of you motherfuckers are out there ruining your relationships by recycling these old, negative, low-grade beliefs and expectations about your partner?
Damn, Gina.
The nocebo effect.
You gotta put this back in the book.
I'm gonna put it in the book.
Yeah, like I feel like this is 98.7% of all women.
Yeah!
Including myself, y'all. I'm not gonna, we in this together, but damn, man.
Yes. And nocebo as a term is Latin. Listen to this.
Oh,
Listen. Damn it. It's Latin for I will harm. I will harm.
What?
So when I ask people, what's your relationship script? What's your relationship narrative? What are the beliefs you have in place about your life and about what life is supposed to do for you? You see how I worded that? Yeah. What's all of this shit that's actually blocking what you actually want? Are you subject to the nocebo effect?
Ooh.
You better get to your phone lines, 844-55-2.
2, ladies and gentlemen, 2.
Man, oh man, shove it.
Yikes.
Now you tell me.
Oh, man.
Has it been happening to you?
No, it definitely has been happening to me. We have, I guess women, we hold on to the stuff that we like, even if it does cause us harm. It, just like that fine print at the bottom of those little pill bottles, we hold on to it because, well, I used to have. I think girls hold on to the old stuff. Well, yeah, he is whooping my ass, but we used to have so much fun, and he just loves me, but nah, that butt is probably your nocebo, and we might need to just rearrange some things we got going on here lately.
Right. Let me ask you, have you ever seen one of these negative beliefs? Because a lot of times people don't see it, right? Mm-hmm. The negative belief is on autopilot. You're right? Just operating.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever saw one in yourself and was like, oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. This is the reason why. Give me an example of that.
My example would be, and I'm slowly, in the 5 years of being single, I'm learning to not do this anymore because it's a really hard thing. And it was when a dude would cheat. When a dude would cheat on me, I would reprogram my thinking and be like, well, maybe it's because this, that, and the other. Maybe I should do this, that, and the other. And just excuse after excuse after excuse to then next dude comes around. He does the exact same thing. I did the exact same thing. And so on and so forth till I was like, you know what? Let me just stop dating for a minute and just kind of back up and look at what the hell I got going on because I don't know what I'm doing. Yikes. Let me learn how to be in a relationship because I feel like I might not know really what I should be doing. So that's where we're at right now. It's like we're learning, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that was one thing that...
Listen, ladies, men, anybody that's participating in a relationship right now, what I need you to do is call me and tell me your top 3 negative ongoing beliefs. Listen to this. And/or expectations.
Oh, yeah.
You have in your relationship. Can you point out these 3 negative beliefs and say, this is what's ruining my relationship, not my partner? Oh, yeah. Call me right now, 844-55... -2. Deuces. We need to hear from you right now. I want to know. Yeah. That's what this show is about.
What the main one was, if I continue to be that good, the good girl that I think he wants me to be, he will then turn into what I think I deserve. That was the number one for me.
Wait. Hold on. Say that shit again, Pimp.
My number one, I think, nocebo effect was even though he did me wrong, if I continue to just be the best woman and continue to ride or die for him, he'll turn into that Prince Charming and stop being a frog. You know what I mean? So I kept saying my actions, if I continue my actions the way I am, he will then change. But you can't.
So do you think
people.
That's deep? That's deep. Are you telling me that trying to change a man or the belief that you can change a man is a nocebo?
Yeah. Don't do it. I'm sorry, ladies. People are people. People are going to do what they're going to do. So guess what? You trying to change somebody is never, especially with, you know what's funny is the one thing that clicked on for me was when I noticed myself changing. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm doing shit that I don't even like doing because you're unhappy or you're doing me wrong or you're doing this. Like, I don't think that's cool. So that definitely was my nocebo. Let me tell you. You think,
Let me just ask the big question then.
Let's do it.
Is the belief in monogamy a nocebo? Oh, shit!
As I am growing older. Oh, we got a phone ring.
Oh, yeah. I hear some phone ringing.
Ding, ding.
So you called Veronica.
Oh, we calling. Oh, we can prank.
VC, we had to call you on some gangster shit.
I was like, we should have pranked her.
Oh, man. Hey, y'all.
Hey, what's up, boo thing?
Knock it in.
Ronnie
Con. Hello, everyone.
All right.
We had to call you.
That was kind of dope.
Listen, we're normally in the Starship Enterprise.
Oh, yeah.
But today, we're in a space shuttle.
We in the pod.
We're in a little escape pod right now on some bullshit.
All right.
We snug in here. We snug.
And, hey, one of my favorite lines from the Tudors is when King Henry VIII was forced into a marriage with Anne of Cleves. And he didn't want to do it because he thought she was ugly.
Probably. She sounds ugly.
Yeah, but he later on started loving her. After he divorced her and made her his sister.
Okay. is getting
He was
crazy.
like, the king, for his pleasure, would like for you to now be his sister.
This sounds like some episode of Maury, man. What is happening?
No, but he said something very powerful to Cromwell, who was really behind, Thomas Cromwell, who was really behind the marriage to Anne of Cleves.
Mm-hmm.
He said, Mr. Cromwell,
Yes.
I am not well handled. And that's how I feel today being in this little studio. I am not well handled.
What is happening here? I was like, are we grounded? What is
It's tragic.
We're in trouble.
Listen, just a moment of fucking royal superiority. When I come in here, they know, have your shit together. Or I'm going to be on 12.
Oh, gosh. We don't want that. We don't want it.
I'm just saying, man, with a show like ours, Jesus.
We're killing it.
We deserve red and purple carpet.
Yup. I want that purple. That's all me.
But Veronica, were you listening to the setup of today's show?
I was not able to, my dear, because I could not get in, and I didn't get on. No, so but I saw your notes, so I have.
So you hear what we talking about? The Nocebo. The Nocebo is this. I mean, it's really like negative thinking here, and how we project it out into our relationships, and how this low grade negative energy works as a corrosive. Right? And starts to break down the relationship. Now, nocebo is the opposite of placebo. The placebo is based off of, listen to this shit here, based off of your belief. You taking a sugar pill and you believe it's actual medicine, you cure your cancer via your beliefs.
Woo, there it is.
The nocebo is a Latin word which means I will harm.
Yikes.
And I'm just calling people out right now.
Out.
How are your beliefs harming your relationship? Most people don't.
Man,
I know you do.
I was gonna say I got a couple too. I heard some stupid stuff from these dudes the other day. I hang out with a bunch of guys at the studio.
Yeah.
And they said that this might be a nocebo for fellas. They said that they like to smash light-skinned girls raw because they think they cleaner than other girls. This is legit from young men in 2015. It was 2015 when they said that. But I was like, you are crazy. Y'all
so
are
you
crazy.
mean
Y'all
a lighter
Russian roulette with your dick?
A lighter pussy pigment.
Yep.
Means
she cleaner or something. I'm like, you guys are. I'm like, y'all.
That's a nocebo for
that's
real.
Some stupid shit.
Terrifying.
Yep.
Wow. How many people have an expectation that a great relationship or a person will heal your depression?
Oh. Everybody, I think, thinks that.
That's a real nocebo for your ass.
No.
You think if you get what you want, that receiving what you think... Now, listen. The Hindus called our existence Maya. The Sanskrit word Maya means illusion. You mean to tell me some piece of this illusion will make you happy? Because you really got to look at it that way. This is why people don't get that revelation until whatever they thought they wanted, they receive. And then they recognize after receiving, this ain't enough. This isn't really fulfilling. How many people think their relationship will save them from themselves? Nocebo. I know, it's hard. I gotta do this show. I've got to do this show. And then, can a placebo be a form of delusion? In other words, always thinking positive, right? You know, positive thinking, or what they call positive psychology, which is a little bit different than just positive thinking. It's different. It's a type of positive thinking, but it's slightly different. But can that be a form of delusion too? Where you just telling yourself some shit to get you through the difficult moment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I feel like that's all the church ladies. You want me to start?
Damn.
You want me to start?
Go
with the
ahead.
church?
Go ahead. It's framed.
I feel like the church ladies are doing that, or the pastors who are telling you, just keep on coming to church. Just keep on pouring everything you got, everything out of your purse into the church, because God is going to bring you a man, and that man is going to somehow piss rainbows and save you from the bullshit life you were living. Sorry, babe, not gonna happen. You might as well just I don't know what you better start working at the damn church, because you ain't
work at the church.
You better start cleaning up the floors and stuff, because nothing is gonna do that for you but you. I'm just gonna be 1,000 sorry but not sorry, being real.
Listen, could the belief this is gonna hurt.
Oh, here we go. Grab the band. I got the band-aids ready.
Could the belief in the devil be a nocebo?
Oh. Just marinate on that real quick.
That right there?
Yay! That might be.
Because if you ain't got a devil, there's really no need for religion. So the devil's importance has to always be emphasized. I keep telling you, whatever the thinker thinks, the prover will prove, and your thoughts are a spell and a ritual. Of course, exorcism is real for those who believe it. Oh, damn, don't put me there. Jeez. Veronica, save us from this folly.
Man, I'm sitting here back. I gotta lean back.
Well, can I just give a bit of context about how it actually works in the brain?
Do it.
To kind of understand. All right, so they say in NLP, they say perception is projection, right? So life is not as it is; it's the way we see it. Mm-hmm. And so when we have traumatic experiences as a child, usually between the ages of 0 and 7, then we're in what's called the imprinting stage. Mm-hmm. And when we are imprinting, we make decisions and we form beliefs about how life is, how people are, who I am. We make a whole bunch of decisions that are really ill-informed. And so when we grow up, we only filter for the things that we decided that we believe. So if we believe that niggas ain't shit, then we're only going to filter for that. And so we're going to only filter for that over there with the other person, so we'll only collect evidence for that reality. Now, conversely, if you acquired too much pain and you want to be in avoidance around it because you don't want to look reality squarely in the face, then you'll do a placebo effect because you really want to avoid the pain that your filtering is costing you. So the only real way to be in relating is to be at neutral peace. That is the only way to be sane in a relationship, is to be at peace.
There it is. And I feel like through my journey, the only way to be at peace is literally just figure out yourself and the way you operate as best as you can. Because I've operated under the nocebo that somebody else is going to come save me from my sad little lame ass life. Guess what? It ain't lame anymore because I owned up to the lameness from the beginning, and now I'm doing all right. I'm doing good. I'm happy as a clam, and I don't know what a clam is doing, but in the ocean.
Let me ask you this: do hurt, wounded parents teach and transfer nocebos as a generational curse, as a way of coping and keeping dead wounds alive?
Yes.
Shit, man.
And how that works? I mean, literally, when I've regressed people hypnotically, when I've done regression, I can't tell you how many times we go back and find it. And these are people that don't necessarily believe in past lives or intergenerational stuff. But when we go back sometimes and we go to the root cause of what a wound is, we will often discover that it has been handed down intergenerationally, and they can actually identify it, and then we unwind it so they can be removed from it. So it absolutely does get, and science is finally catching up with this. They're saying that trauma gets passed down through the DNA. It also gets passed down in the collective consciousness.
Ooh.
And now what they're starting to figure, you remember how you know black people always think they scientists.
Oh, for sure.
That's because they were. We were. Period. Fuck it. But sometimes we have to update what we're reading so we can keep that spiritual scientist alive in us, right? Mm-hmm. You remember Big Mama be like, that boy crazy. It's in his genes. He got it from his daddy.
Yep.
That boy crazy. His daddy was crazy. Right. It's in his genes. That's just how he gonna be. You remember how Big Mama used to say that?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Turns out Big Mama was wrong. It's reversed. Did you know particular thought patterns can rewrite DNA?
What?
Absolutely.
This is some cutting edge science right now.
This is like reading some dope books when you're pregnant type stuff. Like, come on, fill me in.
It can rewrite DNA.
What?
People, listen. The spirit world is the real world. The physical world is if you look up the word fetish, fetish is the form. It's a tool. It's something that is to be used, right? Like humans are fucking vibrators for the universe.
Oh, man.
Right? Yeah. They're fucking, what are those little vibrators called?
A bullet.
They're little bullets.
Yep.
That's what.
I know. I got a couple of them. Look, I might got one in purse. Hold on.
Okay, Jesus.
Just letting you know.
Just for a little elevator action, right? Okay, cool. So the universe uses us as a tool. So we can go in, access information from the universe, and then upgrade the hardware. A lot of people don't know this.
Yeah.
Is this some crazy shit today?
That's crazy.
Now,
crazy.
It's true.
Now, when we find out that the world, through the media, through education, is hardwired to be fearful, they are teaching the way of the placebo, of the nocebo. Mm-hmm. They're using a nocebo against you, and you have the power to create a totally different reality, but because you've shifted your power to them, they're using your power against you.
Ooh.
This is nuts, man.
What's the transfer energy? What's that law? I feel like that's the same situation you're talking about. Little Sir Isaac Newton, is that old boy?
That old boy.
You know, old boy. He was said one time. You know
is that what you named him?
What's up? You know what I mean? My homeboy, you know, Sir Isaac Newton and stuff was telling me about that. You feel me? Yeah, man. Transferring energy is real. So real.
Wow.
I love it.
This is why when I be talking to people sometimes in relationships, and when I was 23 years old, wise man told me, this is after he gave me my name. You guys call me Zo, but the full name is Zo, sir.
Oh, what?
Right?
I don't even know. I know this.
This is after he gave me the name. He was like, yo, man, it's your name, Zo, sir.
Dope.
I was like, all right, cool. So that evolved into Zo. He told me when I was 23 years old. He said, now, here's going to be your problem. He said, judgment. You're going to have to fight judging. He said, because you see things in a different way. Most people are trained to be fearful. They're trained to be scared. They're trained to be followers. They're trained to use the nocebo against themselves. They're trained to use their own internal power against themselves.
Yikes.
They're trained to do that.
Makes sense.
He said, you're going to come in and you're going to see the way they think. And he says, it's natural, but it's something you got to work against. And that's condescension and judgment. Because the moment, it gets tedious dealing with people, right? Mm-hmm. You be like, fuck, I got to coach this person through a situation. But it's hard to coach someone if you're looking down. So I've been working on that since I was 23.
Right.
Shit is hard.
You have to actually fall in love with them. You have to actually fall in love with them.
And see, I can't.
You can.
I'm a dickhead. I'd be like, get your stinking ass. No.
Gemini. One time he like, I love you, girl. Okay, get the hell out of here.
But see, when you show me disrespect,
yep.
I'm like, ooh, okay. Ain't no love, pimp.
Picking up where I'm picking
You
up
asking for that other twin to come in. See, I got another twin. He be sitting in the corner like, please let me fuck these niggas up.
I'm ready. Tag me in.
This is a situation for me, man. This ain't about diplomacy.
You don't know about this.
He be whispering.
You don't know about this.
Let me smack these. Okay, I'm back.
And we're back.
So let me ask this question, Veronica and Whitney. And listeners, would you classify yourself, right, within the body of relationship as mainly a taker or a giver? And what are your beliefs and concepts around taking and giving? And if you did take inventory around what is a taker and what is a giver, have you noticed any nocebos within those beliefs? Yikes. Ugh. What up, Jeff?
Jeff!
My homeboy Jeff just walked in the building.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, speaking of that,
Thank you.
Hot Button has a new radio show that's coming on right after The Voice of Reason. It's called Curvy Love.
Ooh.
Big Curvy Love.
Oh,
Big Curvy Love.
Big Curvy Love.
Now, what's crazy about this, anybody who's following me on Periscope heard me talk about this whole situation. I was talking about the host, how me and Jeff met her. Jeff, why don't you hip the audience to how we met the host of Big Curvy Love?
Am I getting paid for this?
Unless you might be paying yourself.
Because you're making it sound very, very official.
It is official.
Is this thing on?
It's on. It's hot. It's hot.
Okay.
It's hot button.
Tell them about Big Curvy Love.
Big Curvy Love. Well, as you may recall, unfortunately, Connie, you weren't here for that.
I wasn't here.
But Zoe and I went out for lunch one day, and he actually wasn't allowed to eat his lunch that day because he brought it from another restaurant.
It was racial profiling.
Yes, it was. I don't know if it was racial profiling as much as it was straight up racism. But we were sitting at a table, and a young lady was sitting at the end of the table. We were sharing the table with her, and then she introduced herself to us.
All right.
And she was quite energetic.
Yes.
Outgoing.
Effervescent, even.
Yeah. She was cool. Kelly Glover is her name.
All right.
Zoe and I kept on laughing at everything she said, and we kept on thinking,
we got to get this girl.
we got to get this girl on Zoe's show. And then we found out that in Australia, she had a radio show.
Oh, dope.
And she has a crazy website and a lot of insane stuff going on in her life.
Yeah.
So now she is going to have her own radio show here on Hot Button at Dash Radio.
Awesome.
She's on right after you guys
What?
tonight.
I'm tuning in. I'm staying here.
I'm going to hang out with her.
I'ma hang
You
in.
should hang out, too.
I'm going to hang.
And we talk to her.
I don't like when black people say I'm going to hang.
Why?
Oh, Jesus.
Goddamn.
Here's
There
Jeff.
it is. And
All
my
right.
ass.
It just makes me uncomfortable.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you can remember that voice,
Here we go.
that's Racist Dave, who came in on the racism show.
Racist Dave.
He was like, fuck all of this. Not everything is about race, black people.
Let me just ask a quick question before I go.
Yeah.
So Kelly's coming in here. Kelly Glover from Big Curvy Love is coming in your second hour today.
Yeah.
And tell me what the topic is so I can explain it to her.
I told her.
I know, but I think something was lost in translation between
She's Australian.
Yeah.
They got lost down
If you want to blame it on that, okay.
We're talking about
That
negative
could be
thinking.
it. Negative thinking. Okay,
Yes.
I'll tell her that.
And how negative thinking can ultimately ruin relationships.
Block the good stuff.
Right, of course. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Are you a negative thinker?
Are you kidding? Of course.
Everybody is. I feel like everybody is.
I love Jeff. Of course. What the fuck?
Negative thinking is the most destructive force because it's in your own head.
Wow.
If it's outside, you can deal with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Easier, right? You can say, I'm turning off my phone. I'm turning off the TV. I don't want to know about that. I'm not answering my door, right?
Yeah.
I don't have to interact with that person.
Yeah.
But when it's inside, what do you do then?
What do you do?
There's no escape from you.
How do you stop the tape from playing?
Wow.
That's what I was going to say is I feel like words, when it comes to relationships, you got to be careful. That's, I think, one of my nocebos was I say stuff real quick without thinking. Y'all know. I be saying the craziest stuff and being like, oh, I probably shouldn't have said that. Ooh, sorry, not sorry. And when somebody says something to you, okay, they can say sorry 15 times, but nah, I remember what you said about my mama. I'm done.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
get so
Block.
distracted trying to listen to what she's saying.
She's gorgeous, yeah?
She is. She's really pretty.
Yeah.
Well, you got to tune into my...
You have nice skin.
Yeah?
You know...
Well, guess what? I'm about to go tan. I'm about to go to Trinidad this weekend.
Really? For what?
For Carnival.
Oh, wow.
Just send pics. That's all.
I was going to say, my Instagram and Snapchat is going to be popping.
You're going to get married?
I know. I might
Pregnant?
I'm about to get about four new boyfriends, a couple of mosquito bites. I'm just drinking. This is going to be a great time.
Wow.
All right.
Wow. So, at the top of the hour,
yeah,
Miss Glover,
Kelly Glover,
is going to come in.
She got all dressed up. Did you see her out there?
I see. It's fuchsia. It's all over the building.
Yeah, she's making friends out there.
Yes, she is.
Or enemies. I'm not sure which yet.
Snaps.
I don't really know her that well yet.
It's going to be crazy.
I love it.
It's going to be crazy.
All right, guys, we'll have fun in the meantime.
All right. Always a pleasure.
Enjoy yourself in here. This is actually, if you want to be honest, this is probably the nicest. No, okay, the second nicest studio up here.
Exactly. There we go. Thank you. This is not the Starship Enterprise.
You can see how important it was.
Yeah, they didn't show up. Look at that. Wow.
Racism.
Racism. Racist Dave has left the building.
Yes. We always love a little.
Bye, Racist Dave.
Racist Dave. Always good when Racist Dave stop by.
So here's a great one. One of our followers on Twitter. Nocebo. Getting into a relationship and expecting the other person to do everything you should be doing.
Ooh-wee.
Ugh.
Like pay your bills.
Wow. Wow.
Well, there it is.
That's the thing. I feel like ladies, I'm sorry. Ladies, y'all can call and cuss me out if you don't agree with what I'm saying, but guess what? I'm hopping on the men team. I'm going to say
You going to hop on our team?
I'm hopping on your team for a
You're
little bit.
You're supposed to hop on our team.
I'm going to hop on your guys' team. I feel like most women literally, and it's kind of the way we were raised, they expect dudes to take over and run their entire life as soon as they find that one man, and that's not going to happen. I'm sorry. Like, I don't expect nobody to take over for me because I got this.
Veronica, is monotony a nocebo?
How do you mean that? What do you mean that?
People believe that the fairy tale, me and you forever and us and just us. I think it's a nocebo. I think monogamy is a nocebo.
Oh, you're saying monogamy. I thought you said monotony.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think we're by definition monogamous people.
I think it's a
we're born
nocebo.
that way. I think it's programmed that way.
Yeah.
And it's insane because if you look at the entire culture, whether it's the Jerry Springer Show or Maury or Divorce Court or all of these things that are designed in the world that fundamentally are highlighting the fact that people fuck around. It's everywhere. So it's like rather than design a system that suits men, we design a system that suits the law. And then we see the impact on all these shows and all this divorce and all this stuff of people trying to fit their nature into an artificial reality.
Mm.
What about this?
Mm-hmm.
The Western religions, Christianity, Judaism, Islam, they've made the woman a bystander in spirituality.
Mm.
First off, by definition, they're homosexual because there ain't no men in it. Ain't no women in it.
Yeah,
Where is the woman prominently? Well, they say the Virgin Mary.
That's it.
Or they say the Fatima.
What?
But not in the God hierarchy.
Yeah.
Right. That's right.
You gotta have woman in religion in order for a woman to have some kind of self-esteem. It's just like black people. You can't say follow white Jesus.
Yeah.
When Jesus was originally black, then you made Jesus white, and then you say, well, damn, you're still a part of this, and you say, well, I don't see myself in it.
So I don't rep it.
So how do women see themselves in religion other than in a servitude space? Is that a nocebo?
That is
it's totally a nocebo, and it's the reason that the feminine is in such short supply on the planet is because we've left women out of the Trinity. The real Trinity wasn't the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost. The Trinity was the divine masculine, the divine feminine, and the higher self. And so when you leave women out of it, then you can see evidence of a lack of female Because if the planet was more sane and more balanced, and the feminine imperative were allowed to be present, women, when they're not insane, actually further life. And so women would not fucking tolerate what passes for machismo and masculinity in terms of the destruction of the planet and the overly masculinized imperative. It just, if it were balanced, it would feel more sane, but it's not.
So let me do this real quick. I want to see, because we're in a different studio.
Oh, yeah.
I want to do an experiment.
Oh, snaps.
If you're on the air listening to us right now, if you're following us right now,
you listening,
I want you to call this number. John, get on the line, get on the mic, and tell them right now what number to dial.
The number is 323-879-4445. 323-879-4445.
Yeah, there it is.
No, what number did he say?
I don't know, something about 4445.
323-879-4445.
There it is.
I want to see if the phone lines are working. I want you to call me right now. So now lines are coming. There we go.
Even if you want to just say, hey.
Write it out.
Just call us.
Oh, so we don't even know.
Oh, we don't know.
We can't even screen these people. Okay, here we go.
Hey, it's Russian roulette on the phones today.
You're on the Voice of Reason. We're talking about the Nocebo effect on your relationships. What negative thoughts do you have, Kraken? Tell me where you're calling from and your name.
Yeah, I'm calling from South Carolina, and my name is Jeff.
South Carolina, Jeff. What's happening, Bill?
What it do?
Yeah.
So tell me, is your relationship suffering from
expectations?
Bullshit expectations, i.e. Nocebo?
Yes. But I don't know. I think a Nocebo that I have is being able, I think you guys talked about this earlier, was recognizing the reality of the situation. And I've been dealing with this idea, not so much within my relationship, but within my community of I'll pass by my neighborhood and I've been feeling like a lot of people say, hey, you're in the hood because there's black people. Like, the only reason why people say you're in the hood is because you see black people. So I've been telling myself, no, I'm not in the hood. It's just, it's just my people. So you, from the outside looking in, think that where I live is the hood just because you see a lot of me. But a part of that is no, maybe they're right. Maybe I am in the hood. So how much of this, am I trying to deny my situation? You know what I'm saying? How much of it is self-denial? So that's all I had to it.
Wow, that's crazy. I bet you could point out way more succinct and clearer, because, we tend to do this. Nocebos in our partners.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I feel like that's always...
Name 2 nocebos that your woman is projecting onto the relationship. Go.
Oh, okay. I wrote them down.
Oh, yeah.
See?
He ready.
I guess not understanding that we will see things different, just naturally. Not understanding that I will see things in a different way than she will. And an example I'll use would be like the Amber Rose situation. Me and her had a big situation where we kind of went back and forth to how we saw it and what we thought was justified, what wasn't justified, and shit like that. And then the second thing would be thinking the relationship will always be unstable because we are constantly changing. So, I don't know, just not having trust in the relationship, sometimes I feel like we battle with that.
Interesting. Hey, man, you know what? I appreciate you for responding to the call to action.
Call to action.
You called in, first caller in the building from North Carolina, the homie Jeff. Appreciate you, man.
I'm right.
That's what's up.
Yo, listen. I want y'all to call us. Yeah, get to your phone lines. The number to dial is 323 what?
378
44
45
323 879, girl.
Way off. Shit.
44 45.
Yeah, I didn't pass math very well.
323 879 4445.
It was way off.
I want to know because relationships, first off, you don't get like a manual on how to do this shit. So for us to have these kinds of conversations and really flip it back on you to really go inside, let me just say, anything outside of you is an illusion. If you want to deal with real, you got to go inside. Right? Everything outside is a mere reflection. And I'm going to say, because I'm telling you, I'm in the process of rewriting the relationship dismount. Everywhere in the book where I mentioned relationship is a mirror, it dawned on me. I wrote that in homage to my favorite philosopher, J. Krishnamurti. He wrote a book called The Relationship as a Mirror. But now in my advanced studies after that, I'm like, I gotta elevate that concept. So now what I'm starting to do is not relationship is a mirror or a mere reflection. No. Relationship as a hologram. See, it's a whole.
Absolutely.
You see,
Absolutely.
You already see where we're going here, right, Veronica? Because people don't understand, like, when you in relationship with somebody, you're in relationship with this hologram that you're projecting and that they're projecting.
Absolutely.
That's also creating this interference pattern, which manifests as conflict, so you can resolve and get some major answer for why you're participating in that relationship in the first place.
Man.
And it's why you can have sex at a distance.
No, and that.
Hello.
Hello.
The hologram.
Well, hold on.
Is it Freaking Friday already? It's Freaking Friday.
Let's talk about that hot monkey pill.
Well, damn. Okay. I thought it was Wednesday, but okay.
Shit.
No, the reason that you can have sex at a distance, I don't mean like phone sex, like playing with yourself and stimulating yourself. The reason that you can have sex at a distance is because when two energies come together and they're very connected, they in fact create this bubble space where you can interact, and it feels as it is as intense, if not more intense than regular physical penetration just through breathing, because you're in a hologram. And if you could pick up on the vibration of the hologram, you can experience things that are actually more intense than you experience in person. Hello.
This is too much. Okay? Because I'm going to tell you right now.
I'm trying to get some hologram sex.
I'm validating you. I'm validating you, though.
I got you, boo thing, but I'm just saying, certain niggas can't hear this.
No, they don't even know.
Because you be done created fucking hologram rapist.
I'm going to be like, Nick, if you don't get away from me with this flashlight trying to create a hologram,
you understand? A motherfucker will just show up. Motherfucker just show up at Holly Berry's house like,
I'm a hologram, you do not see
you
me.
understand?
Yeah, but you can't do it without someone's permission energetically.
That's funny.
Oh, this shit is big right now.
Ooh-wee.
This is crazy.
Hologram love.
I want to see if the phone lines are cracking. The Nocebo Effect. If you're brave, call me.
Well,
if you're, a lot of people are not brave.
They're not
I'm
brave.
sorry.
I'm just going to say.
What's the number?
Hold on one sec. I'll look up the number one.
323 879
879-4445. 323-879-4445. And also in this studio, or as Zoe put it, this shuttle, we cannot keep you on hold.
So keep on
So we
calling
cannot scroll. So if you hear somebody on the phone on the show, you have to wait till that phone call is over. So I cannot put you on hold, and I cannot screen you.
Just keep
so
on calling back.
just throwing it out there.
Hold on,
Yeah, just hold. Exactly. So
Pretty much. There it is.
We'll hear them.
Pretend I'm going to give you guys Beyonce tickets that I'm not going to give you, by the way. Just keep on calling. You're going to be caller number 12.
Exactly.
Psych. Just kidding. Just keep calling.
So right when you hear the phone,
Hey, Whitney.
I'm just.
Scare him off.
I'm just. What?
Sure, just keep calling, but we're not going to fuck with you.
No, I'm saying I'm not going to give you.
I got you.
I have no tickets to give away, is what I was saying.
I got
keep calling, keep calling, keep calling.
I got you.
Back to the hologram love shit that Veronica was just talking about. I feel like people get into relationships. They have this notion. They have this idea in their head. Oh, he tall, he light skinned, he this, he that. He got green eyes. He got this. whatever. They think that this
Stop
means...
using me, Whitney.
I'm just looking at Zoe, so I got
that bullshit, because then I'll be catching feelings. Like, Whitney want me.
No, sorry, Zoe. Shit's getting weird.
Nice.
Shit is getting weird. Shit's getting weird in here. I'm freaking out. No, but I'm saying is people have this, idea in their head of what society and what their parents and what everybody has said is what you should have and what this person is going to give you. And then when that shit it don't happen that way, they shut down and give out and throw the white flag. I'm done. I'm out. Instead of talking it out and saying, well, what kind of wife did you really want? This might have been something I should have had a conversation with my ex-husband before I threw in the white flag and saying, hey, what the hell did you expect? Because I expected dick on demand, a real nigga that changed my tire.
Is that on cable?
Yeah, I need all of that. You know what I'm saying? That's what
dick on demand.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, people got needs, player.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If you marry somebody, you should expect to at least fuck them on the regular.
Dick on demand is like some cable shit.
Yeah, I need that. No Netflix and chill. I need dick on demand.
Yeah.
You leave after we're done, player. I'm sorry, I'm busy.
So listen, we've got a caller on the line. State your name and the city you're calling from, and tell us your top 3 Nocebos.
What up? This Hustle from Miami.
What's happening, Bill?
What's going on, man?
Yeah.
You see we up in here?
Bootleg phone lines in there, man.
Come on, man. We got Boost Mobile right now. Do you understand?
I feel you. But I got something for this topic, man.
Oh, well, get at me, man.
All right, so my bottom lady likes to tell me anything we really believe will find its way to manifest itself in our lives. I think there's some truth to that. So I had to ask her, if that's true, doesn't that mean that also negative things we believe will also magnetize themselves into our lives?
Yes.
So, for me, I like to say there's 100% chance of possibility.
Right.
Not everything is probable, but anything is possible.
That's
You know what I mean?
That's one of my mantras, man. I believe that.
Yeah. How I try to find balance is basically to focus on the positive, but be aware of the negative, See the difference?
Roll with me for a second, Hustle.
All right.
And because I like throwing ideas. I mean, steel sharpens steel, iron sharpens iron.
No doubt.
So I use this metaphor. I say thought in general is like temperature. So you got positive and negative, hot and cold, and infinite degrees in between, right? Regardless of the temperature of the thought, all thought is creative. So if you're spending a bunch of time on the negative side of the game, you're still creating. The creation process hasn't stopped. What do you think of that?
Correct.
Well, to me, it's kind of like when they say, whatever you want to grow, feed it.
Wow. How many of you out there are feeding your relationships with nocebos? Negative thinking.
Oh, I could tell you one nocebo of mine, though.
What is that?
What is
I
it?
need to know hustles.
You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Get it. Come on, Hustle.
So basically, my nocebo is that I could fix everything. So even when it gets fixed, I may think that it was me when really it may have been her doing her own work.
That's so he just.
That's why I fuck with.
That's Hustle.
Come on, Hustle in the building from Miami. This man don't play games. He just come in, pepper jack cheesing all over Whitney, and then
that gotta be on me, man. Okay. Can I at least get some French fries or something?
Hustle like Zoe is crazy.
What the heck?
Much love to y'all.
You know what you did, Hustle? You came in here and pepper jack sauced all over Whitney with that
I
truth.
don't know why it gotta be on me, bruh. I'm sorry. I appreciate it.
Oh, man, you crazy.
Hey, good looking, homeboy. Thanks for the call, man.
No doubt.
Get to your phone lines. The number to dial is 323-879 4445. That's the way we say it.
323-879-4445.
There it is, man. This show is nuts. Let me just do this. New. I'm telling you, she brand new.
Shiny and bright.
Still got the wrapper all on her. Little fuchsia Christmas gift.
Okay.
Christmas in February.
Hey, girl.
Black History Month, Christmas. We should move Kwanzaa to February.
Yeah.
So we can recognize gift giving.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the newest member to Hot Button Radio.
Oh, yes.
An Aussie. Oh, she's an Aussie.
I love those.
Jesus. Welcome to the whole Get Down, Kelly Glover from what's the name of your new show? Tell them.
Big Curvy Love, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern.
All right.
G'day, Zoe. Nice to be here. How are
G'day,
you?
mate.
Yeah.
Where's the Vegemite?
You know, I was going to bring some in, but I didn't think you two could handle it. It's pretty tough.
Yeah, I heard it was
Should
crazy.
we do a taste test
We
one
should.
time?
We might have to
We
do
should.
that.
Do you know what Vegemite is?
I don't.
It's from the Depression, and they used to scrape the top off the beer, so it's yeast extract, so it's concentrated
No,
beer.
I'm cool. We don't have to have a taste test. I'm straight.
We have beer on toast for breakfast. How tough are you?
Damn.
We not that
All
tough.
No.
Beer and toast.
I'm about to go on vacation to Australia. This sounds like a
Give
good
me
time.
beer and a bumper. Jesus. Okay.
All right.
So tell us about your show. What is your show about? Tell us about you.
Okay. So I'm an Australian, obviously. I moved here 3 years ago because I met a guy at a bar. He chased me out. We ended up doing the long distance thing. He's from Los Angeles. So I moved over here. I was doing the love song dedication show in Australia as a radio announcer.
Nice.
And I thought, okay, well, I can't be single over here. So then I moved over here.
Nice.
Then we were together for a few years, broke up, and then now I'm on a quest to do 50 fat dates.
Oh, no. Go deeper. 50. What? 50 fat dates?
I'm 17 dates deep on 50 fat dates.
So they're loving you. They're chasing you down. They're looking
'cause
for
that's
you.
more than any date.
That's a lot of dates.
I'm sorry, that's more than 3 years of dating for me.
It's a lot of.
in
Well,
LA.
that's how I came up with it. I'm like, man, I need a plan. I need to go on some dates. It was the new year. I'm like, just one date a week. Just that's if I just do that, I'll get through it. And then about after date one, I went, oh my God, what have I gotten myself into? This is ridiculous. I hate my life.
Yeah. Dating.
A lot of
But I was on the quest already. It's too late. The
gotta-
train had left the station.
Once the quest starts, you can't stop it.
Right. A lot of people have this misnomer that big girls are somehow unattractive
Oh.
and have a hard time getting that Billy Club put on them.
Oh, I don't know. Nope.
Well, I don't
She's
think...
like, whoa, wow.
I've never
Yeah,
heard
welcome
Billy
to-
Club before. That's a new
You
one
ain't never
for
had
me.
Billy
And
Club?
it also had the action. I'm like, I was shocked.
Let me tell you, Billy Club changed your life,
Yeah,
huh?
So I don't think fat means ugly.
Yeah.
And people, that's not true.
Yeah.
You can be fat and be pretty.
Gorgeous.
You can be skinny and pretty. You can be skinny and
And ugly as hell.
look like a been hit with the ugly stick, we
Yeah.
say in
Jesus.
Australia.
Wow. Yeah,
So it
we
can
see.
go both ways. Like,
Oh, yeah.
fat just means you're fat. It means you eat and you don't exercise.
And
It means you
me.
eat.
I would rather have In-N-Out than a salad.
Thanks.
And I'd rather, like, sit around drinking champagne and eating Cheetos and chocolate
a
than,
fucking meal replacement shake.
yeah, than being on the treadmill.
Right?
But
Hey.
speaking to our topic on nocebos and negative thinking, there are a lot of big girls who are chasing this bullshit image of beauty. America is mainly responsible for it. We
Right.
promote, the wafer thin, skinny, blonde haired, blue eyed, and we say this is the template of what beauty is. And then you have all of these women of different shapes and sizes who find themselves not looking internally, but looking externally to match themselves up with that. And a lot of times that's just one of the worst things you can do is think you're not enough. How does self-love negate negative thinking? Go, Kelly.
Oh my gosh, that's such a huge question.
I ask huge questions because I got a huge Billy Club going.
So,
Oh, Lord, baby Jesus.
Yeah, we gonna scare her off before she gonna move back to Australia.
We're trying to set her up
I
now.
was like, is that the voice of reason or the voice of God? My gosh, where
We
is
don't
that
know.
sound
We don't
coming
know.
from?
That is the voice of God. Don't get it tripped. Metatron. Oh, go deeper, please.
You're going to have to reframe the question for me because the Billy Club keeps getting me
Oh.
I know.
distracted.
It does.
It's distracting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, there's another one. hell is everybody coming from?
Oh, that's our
Veronica's on the phone.
We have a unicorn on the phone.
Yes. Hello, Veronica. Yeah. How are you, darling?
Yes.
Hello, beautiful. How are you?
Well, thank you.
Yes. I'm sorry. I should have introduced you to our resident unicorn, Veronica Conway.
She just hovers above our heads, just floating around,
Just know
sprinkling
that the Billy Club is a meat pendulum.
Every time you say that, so I lose my concentration.
I know, yes.
I can't.
Just look into the eye.
Ew.
Okay, so now I'm back. All right.
Yeah, there's a line.
Oh.
Yeah.
That line was crossed.
So the line is he runs past the line. So the line, we
come on, we're grown-ups here.
Popping.
So let me ask the question again.
Yes, please do.
How does negative thinking, right?
Yes.
Ruin relationships, ruin body image, ruin accountability. We called it Nocebo, right?
Yeah.
Nocebo. But it's really negative thinking. How does that keep one from being accountable? How does that keep one from self-love? That's interesting.
Yeah, it's the negative mind chatter, and you have to work to stop it. So I had a breakthrough moment years ago, and I would just say stop when I had a negative, and I would reframe it in a positive way. And then that changed my whole life and my whole attitude. Because your little brain thinks all these things, 1,000 things a minute, and you have to actively change it if you want to change your attitude. And you have to do it all the time. It never stops. Like, it becomes easier, but everybody's got it. Every single person has it about something. You can look at someone and go, oh my God, they're amazing, they're beautiful, they're rich, they're this, they're that. And in their head, they've got their negative mind chatter. Every single person has it.
Is it the nocebos that we use that actually make us ugly people?
Ooh. I think it's got self-doubt in a lot of ways.
Hurtful. Yeah. Ugh. Is that why we create masks? We hide behind this image. We hide behind these concepts. We don't let people really interface with the real us. I think all of this shit is going to ego and fear.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But I can understand why. It's also protection just to get through everyday life.
Ooh, say more, Kelly.
Yes.
Everyone's just trying to get through it.
Yeah.
Even if people are assholes or whatever, and you're like, oh my God, what is wrong with you? They're just doing something just so they can get through the day as well.
Yeah.
That is all everybody's doing.
That's it.
Directly after the voice of reason with Zometheus Rising. Kelly Glover, Big Curvy Love will debut on High Button Radio. Wow. I'm going to be on the show with her.
I know you're going to.
And so is Whitney.
You're going to bust my cherry for the first time on American radio.
Oh, God. Here he goes. Don't tell.
That might be a cherry pie on you, girl. Bam, bam, bam. Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
Don't
Please
tell
forgive me. I'm reckless right now. In the building, Julian Ramirez is going to take us to break. Let's get that mix in here, Julian. Yo, ZoWilliams, the voice of reason on Hot Button Radio. Listen, if you're just tuning in, understand this is the craziest, ratchetest, most insightful relationship show in the world. We're not afraid to talk about any and everything. You want to talk about the sex, the birds and the bees to your daughter and sons? Turn on the radio and just sit them down and walk out. Tip out back. You just back out quietly. We'll talk about anything. We're not afraid of anything. So if you're just tuning in, this is what we do. The phone number to participate on here is
323-879-4445.
Now, I really like today's topic is an interesting topic because for me, relationships are always going to be out there. Somebody told me today, somebody was like, I saw the fucking TV show. No hate, no disrespect. I saw the TV show with Run and Tyrese. Rev Run and Tyrese have a relationship show.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, Zoe, that should have been your show. Listen, we're in the new millennium. So we need new ideas. We need new concepts. We need new, Veronica calls it framing, right? We need a new framework. Anybody spewing that old time religion concepts, inadvertently, it's a nocebo because it subjugates the woman, right? Because most people, like I said, most people don't think in stereo. They think in mono.
Yeah.
They think in black and white. They don't hear or think in surround sound. In other words, contextually. They don't think that way. They think hierarchical, right? The man is here, the woman is here, the child is here. They think in that way. Like a lot of times you don't know. Your kid's smarter than you.
Oh, yeah.
Especially as time goes on. Now, you see little babies doing shit now that it took months for babies to do when you were born. You see kids learning at a rate. I mean, this is the digital age. I think they call this Generation Edge.
Oh, I haven't heard that one before.
Yeah.
That's the first time
These
I've heard
kids
that.
now, Generation Edge. Why? Because they're totally integrated digitally. A baby will pick up an iPad and be like, whoop, whoop,
They know how
whoop,
to do-
whoop.
they
They're in it.
Yeah.
So it's a different generation that's happening. So with a different generation, with a different capacity for intellect, you can't reinforce old, outdated beliefs that have hidden nocebos in them.
Yo, that's real.
Like, when do we hold the beliefs on trial? Nobody wants to do that. Everybody want to be comfortable. Is the pursuit of comfort a nocebo?
I think so.
Especially in terms of relationship.
You ain't never gonna be comfortable. It's, who wants a comfortable, boring relationship?
Shit, don't nobody want no drama. I ain't got time for no drama with me.
I mean, I'm Mary J. Blige. I'm Team MJB too. No drama, but I'm saying I really think that. I mean, I'm cool with a little calmness, but you got to shake things up a little bit. I mean, who wants some boring shit all the time? If you go to school, like them kids that ace tests over and over and over, and then like, you know what, I'm so bored, I'm gonna shoot up the school because I'm bored. That's probably how your boyfriend started whooping your ass, is because he was probably bored too. He didn't get that wild shot. I don't know. You know I go crazy. You know I'm wild over here.
What the fuck is Whitney doing right now? I don't know.
Hey, just thinking outside the box, man. You feel me? You feel me?
Veronica, you there?
VC,
Where's VC, pimp? Do you got her on mute or something? Unmute Veronica.
Oh, there she is.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, love. You see, I was on a tangent.
Here's the thing. So a couple things about what you're saying. The indigos are coming in hot and furious right now. The young kids
slow
are
down.
really advanced.
Wait, slow down.
Indigos.
You know,
All right.
put on some fucking
We can.
some damn
No,
My Little Pony, because
I'm just
what is an indigo?
There it is.
Don't nobody know what that is.
I was called an indigo child.
What the hell is an indigo
Yeah.
child?
What is it?
Indigo
A purple kid?
is a child is a person of a certain generation that has different abilities than the previous generation. But here's the other thing. I think that, so watch this. If a man comes into my presence and he doesn't begin to deconstruct and unravel his bullshit right in front of my eyes, which is by definition painful, then I don't feel like I've really done my job.
Ooh, wait a minute.
I love that.
Hold on. That was Gangster Crip
Yo,
right there.
Legit. Unicorn baby.
Wait. Hold on. I don't know if y'all listen. Rewind. Say that one more time. I got to hear that.
If a man comes into my presence and he doesn't begin to deconstruct and unravel all of his dumb bullshit, his antiquated beliefs, his calcified belief set right before my eyes, with me watching, I don't think I've done my job.
So you're telling me that is the nature of relationship when you're actually relating, is you guys come together and deconstruct each other's bullshit just by proximity of each other. That's interesting.
I'm saying that if your vibration is high enough, it changes everything in the atmosphere. And if you're conscious enough, see, it's funny because a lot of men get around it and they think that they think they want it because all this phenomena begins to happen around them. Their life changes, like everything begins to move at a different level of a different rate. But what it forces you to do is you can't. In other words, all that negative old programming cannot coexist with the higher frequency. And so eventually the man has to come to terms with that shit. And so if he chooses not to, and he chooses to go back into his old way, then it's excruciating because there is no back.
Are you saying that unraveling isn't possible without you there, though? Are you saying that only by two people coming together at a certain time on a certain plane that is possible? Why couldn't the person do it by himself?
They can. They just usually, sometimes they have and sometimes they haven't. They can. They absolutely can. I'm just saying that's been my experience. I don't think
I see what you're saying.
If a man isn't deconstructing, but that's a very hard thing to midwife. In other words, you have to stand very patient and you have to midwife, especially a man, through that process because his ass has to break down to the truth.
And see,
right, and that can be very painful, and you have to be a very patient midwife to be in that process.
I think I'm still not patient enough. I was kind of patient, but I mean, you really have to watch him deconstruct. And you picked. I mean, I feel like most women are not, or probably never get on that level. What Veronica's talking about, because you have to know yourself to a certain level to be able to bring that out of yourself and then want to stay around because I'm sorry.
Stop being so fucking nice, Whitney. Most women are petulant little children that are emotional bullies demanding things.
Well, here's my thing though. Most women, I think, do what Veronica said. Maybe they do, but when they pull the guy out, that one dude, they pull him out, right? The real him. That's not what they wanted. I found you because you were this. I liked you because you were this. Now I'm coming around and you acting all crazy and getting all deconstructed and stuff.
Show up deconstructed.
Listen, if you're dating, if you want your man to date a coping mechanism, your vibration isn't high enough to pull nothing out of him except semen.
That's what I'm saying. Most chicks, I feel, they pretty much bounce when they pull out everything else besides semen.
The semen is the easiest shit to get.
Yeah, I'm cool off that. I told you I got some bullets. I got bullets. It's nothing.
So that's what I'm saying. So when we listen, ladies, I know you guys think I be talking shit, but on some real. Women are powerful than a motherfucker. You guys are reality creators, reality benders. When y'all start believing shit forms around those beliefs. You guys are a little bit more in tune with your intuition. You're a little bit more in tune with your emotions. So by default, you guys come out as creators, right? So when I'm in control of the quality of what you think. You see what I'm saying? Like when the TV is in control of the quality of what you think, the media, or when a hurt mama is in control of the quality of what you think, you are in the process of building that reality to live in.
People say you are what you eat, but you are what you think, and you are what media you're exposed to, and ideas you're exposed to.
Damn. Say more, Kelly Glover of Big Curvy Love.
Big Curvy Love.
It's true. Look how much we're exposed to every day. Other people, just driving down the street, hearing different things, reading different things. We are exposed to more things now than, you know how you're saying about the little children, than anyone else in the history of the world.
Yeah. Look at their
thoughts, ideas,
Instagram,
everything,
DMs, sliding in.
And we have more emotional intelligence than ever before, which is what Veronica was saying. And that's what she's talking about. These indigo children is that they're more, it's like they're a higher level. Even though they're little kids at the moment, they have more.
They're somewhere else.
They're on another wave, bro.
They're somewhere
else. A bigger understanding and more connection to all the intuition that Veronica was talking about.
You know what happens? We shut kids down.
Yeah.
By the time they get 18, they're fucking jaded and, they're closed off to some of their gifts because as jaded, old, bitter motherfuckers, we use our bitterness as a parenting tool.
I agree, but I think the new generation of parents is different to the previous ones.
Yeah.
So that's why the children are different. Like a lot of, everybody gets a prize these days.
Can't bring cupcakes to the school.
First off.
So it's sort of gone to one extreme, and I think with this generation it's swinging back. I say that because
everyone's winning.
My sister,
we all get trophies.
No. But I think it's a bit different. My sister has a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old, so that's sort of where she's at in 35 or whatever. But I think this generation is not as easy as the other kids that got away with everything. And
let's talk about some parenting nocebos. Whooping that ass.
You thought it was gonna make them better?
Whooping ass, is that a nocebo?
I think that shit works.
Some people think
it's a residue from slavery.
Is whooping ass a placebo or a nocebo? Because let me tell you something. The threat of an ass whooping works.
It works
like a placebo.
Yeah, but the kids also know the parents have no power. So with my sister, you can't do that in public anymore because someone's going to call the cops on you. And she's even said it, and they know it. Yeah. And she has said to me, like, Matilda was so naughty and I just wanted to spank her, but I couldn't because other people have gotten in trouble from other parents busting them. So therefore the power is taken away from the parent and given to the child. Wow. And they know it and they use it over the parents.
Damn.
Wow.
And you only do it if you want to condition your child to believe that the only way that you can get his attention is through violence and not reason.
Okay.
When you reason with kids, they actually become reasonable.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but you can have a reasonable Shaolin monk too, and the Shaolin's master he's reasonable, he's wise, he's like Buddha, but he still has a bamboo stick that he'll swat you on your head if you do something wrong. Wow. Sometimes it's discipline and not necessarily violence.
It's not necessarily a beating I'm talking about. It's a bit of a snap to attention is what it is.
That's what it is.
It's not
is the Shaolin
injury,
monk?
it's hey.
Yes.
It's that plus the eye, the mum eye, and everybody knows what I'm talking about. The eye of when I get you home, you are so in trouble.
Exactly. I'm just saying.
The look.
Just like a badass puppy, every now and again needs a swat on the nose or a swat on the backside. Every now and again, a badass kid needs that behind closed doors swat.
Well, see,
that's what I'm saying. You know how you get badass kids? You keep threatening with violence so that they understand that that's the reaction that they need to have. What I'm saying to you is that if you raise children to understand choices, I'm saying from age 2, to understand choices, then they're brilliant enough to self-correct and make those choices. But you have to have the discipline as a parent.
I can smoke a bag of that.
Yeah. You have to have it and create the psychological lane for them to exist in, which includes choice, which is but it's a different game.
But sometimes
as a reaction.
Sometimes I don't necessarily think it's the smack. It's the punishment that the kid bursts into tears if they know they're in trouble. It's the action of you're in trouble now, right. And then they lose it.
Well, yeah, another placebo that or nocebo, I guess for
nocebo.
Another nocebo is I was speaking with a friend of mine and he said, I kind of took me. He's Asian and he said, oh, I want to have Black and Asian kids, and I said why, and he said because they're going to be good athletes. Look at Pacquiao, and he named a bunch of biracial people.
Pacquiao biracial?
Nah, but
wow, his example was on point from the beginning.
LaQuisha is Pacquiao's mama.
One of them. You feel me? But he named a bunch of Filipino and African American athletes, and there's a few of them, but.
There's everybody of every kind that's good at something.
Thank you.
That's it. End of story. Next.
I was like, bruh, that sounds dumb as hell. I had to tell him, I'm sorry, but he's probably gonna turn into a freaking NASA scientist. Don't be mad when he's not dunking on you. You feel me?
That's a dumb reason to have a kid is to have an athlete.
That's what I told him.
That's just stupid.
Zoe creates athletes, by the way. Zoe got a couple of them.
Tell you what. This little leather billy club.
Okay.
No.
You want to make an athlete, Whitney?
I'm good. I'm gonna tell. You want me to give?
I've got car issues. I'd rather make a mechanic at the moment. Thanks. If we're picking careers,
I was gonna say I'll slide your number to old boy because I'm good for the kids right now.
Let's go half on a maybe.
Nah,
I thought you were going to say, let's go half on a baby.
That's hilarious.
Maybe I'll stay, maybe I won't.
That's a great
Maybe
line.
he'll dunk, maybe he will be a lame ass and still on your couch when he's 35.
No, but we're cracking jokes and we're being silly right now, but the reality of this entire show is to get people to look inwardly, take inventory, right? Just because a belief feels good doesn't necessarily mean it's good for you. Like, for instance, let's use a sports metaphor. Say you got a kid on your team and he can score, but he's selfish and he doesn't pass. Well, he can score as many points as he wants, but he's playing for himself and not the rest of the team. So that team isn't a good team, right? But because he has individual success, he may have the nocebo in his mind that he's a good player. Like, I had 50 tonight.
He's a good player, but he's not a good teammate.
He's not a teammate. So, do you see what I'm saying? Like, sometimes doing something the wrong way and getting a good result from it creates a nocebo.
That is so true.
Do you see?
Yeah.
I know, I'm a genius. It just happens naturally.
Maybe that's a nocebo and you don't know it.
Oh,
could be.
There it is.
But I highly doubt it.
And there it is.
No, but like real spit, like sometimes because something works, and I tell my son this all the time, just because you made the shot doesn't mean you shot it correctly. And it doesn't mean you're going to make it again if you shoot it incorrectly the next time.
A thought is a thought, it's not a fact.
Say more. This is good.
It's true.
Elaborate.
Just because you think it doesn't mean it's true.
Ooh.
Damn.
And that's where we get
I like this.
in our own heads all the time because we think it and we think it must be true, it must be true, it must be true, but it doesn't mean that it is.
Yeah.
How many
Perception
things
is reality. Is that what they say?
Oh my God.
Perception.
How many things we project out there? Right? Like when something doesn't happen for us that we wanted,
Yep.
that we prayed for, that we really just locked into and it doesn't happen. And then that residual disappointment. How creative or destructive is that residual disappointment?
Totally. I have hundreds of regrets. I'm sure everybody does.
Man.
When people say, would you take $10 million or a year in a time machine? I take the time machine.
A year in a time machine?
Yeah, so
I'm going back doing all types of shit. I'm going to fuck up the timeline.
Hilarious.
I'm going to be like,
Who
okay.
is this nigga swimming in the damn...
Take me back to...
In the Nile.
Let me see. Take me back to February 12th, 2000. You gonna pull out. You not gonna carry.
Oh, no.
Damn, bruh.
I'm gonna jump on myself.
Hilarious.
Like, get your dick out there.
See, no, I wasn't Back to the Future that kind of movie. Seriously, why not?
Hilarious.
That would be a movie I would rather see. It's more like Hot Tub Time Machine, isn't it?
Right?
Oh God! Get your swipe out that girl.
Hilarious.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Well, no,
That's not what I'd be using the time machine for, but you know what? We've all got our own goals, though.
I'll be doing all types of shit. I'll be winning the lottery. I'll be doing all types. I'll be fucking up the whole timeline.
Look,
you
that's
hear me?
funny. Well, my thing is, my one, I guess, I thought it would be a regret because the way society programs us to think marriage is going to be the end-all, be-all for women. That's it. You won the Super Bowl of being a woman. You got a husband. Now just be a good little wife and finish out and die. Like, that's pretty much how they train us as girls. So when I got married when I was 23, I thought, cool, I guess I'm just going to continue to be a good little wifey. And then it ended. 10 months, it was like, okay, this ain't working out, player. We got to get it, done. I thought that was going to be a negative downward spiral of woe is me and my life sucks and oh my God. Realistically, no, it actually was one of the best things that's ever happened to me because I now know who I am. I'm a better person. I'm here in California and I know all you amazing people and it's great. So,
there is no failure. There is only learning.
That's all. You just got to think better. You just got to think better. Just got to train yourself to think better. So yes, we are lucky, man. We're lucky to have Kelly here. I'm super excited. She's got a new show. What is the title of it?
Big Curvy Love.
Big Curvy Love.
Wednesdays.
It's going to premiere right after this. But right now, we're going to hop into another hot mix on Hot Button Radio with Mr. Julian Ramirez. Take us out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason is back in the building. That was DJ Julian Ramirez.
Yeah.
Cousin
Love
of
him.
Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker. But yes, he's here killing the game right now.
Yeah.
Always.
I love it, man. That dude comes in and gets it cracking. Veronica.
Yes.
I got a question to ask you. Because in your coaching, you talk to people a lot about their story. How can being so invested in the fucked up part of your story empower the Nocebos of our lives and just keep it in a position? Like in my book, I always talk about Figo. Have you exalted fear and ego to a place of authority in your life? Like fear and ego are your advisors and they consult you, right? Yo, don't do this because that looks like that, or don't do this because that looks like... Do you understand? You talk about a person's story, and sometimes there are levels of the story where people identify with what happened to them, and they kind of just empower this same old story. And I always say thoughts are spells, and you're always casting them. Speak on it, B.
It goes on a loop in people's minds. So the way I like to think about it in the work that I do is it's like if you've been living life, you can imagine it like an old album or an LP, right? And you have this pattern, this thing, it's like, and it's literally neural pathway patterns that are in the brain. And it plays the same song over and over again with the same story. So if people keep reliving the story and they keep going back to the old story and they keep recycling the same story, and they haven't actually resolved the woundedness in childhood that helps them, because you can blow up the story. You can actually scratch that record so that it never plays the same way again. But a lot of times you have to actually go back and not deal with the story. You have to actually get a different perspective and make a different decision about the story. It literally deletes it out of your brain. So people go back and we delete anger, fear, guilt, sadness. My mama did me wrong. I go back and I actually delete those root events that cause behavior, and then the person just ends up behaving differently. So we don't revisit the story. We actually go in and delete the story.
Is this through hypnotherapy, Veronica?
That's what it is.
I do. Yeah, I do NLP and hypnosis. Yeah.
Okay.
Among other things.
So here's the curveball. I was just talking to a friend of mine today. So we got this big racist thing.
All right.
Right? Racism.
Yep.
And we're going to talk about the nocebo in that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep.
He was saying, racism is perpetuated by the people in power. And I said, brother, change it from the people in power. Change the people in power to the people who control perspective.
That's the way you word stuff.
Do you see it? That has a totally different resonance. The people who control perspective. Because racism is a concept, an idea that says white is the best and all other melanated colored people are not. White is at the top, black is on the bottom. That's a perspective. That isn't just like you said earlier, just because you think it doesn't mean it's the truth. But because we affirm it as a position of power, it is.
We've internalized it. That's the other polarity to that is it's racism, but then we have internalized our racism. That's what the Black Mastery Program is about, right? We have internalized this disempowered identity that's been fed to us by the dominant culture. They can't keep propping that up if we don't keep propping up our internalized version of it.
Right. So let's come back.
Whole thing.
So let's come back to this. Can I please have an Oscar? Can I please have a role in a TV show, in a movie?
Right.
Would you please acknowledge my greatness? Would you please? Listen, that's a nocebo.
Nah. Yeah.
The pursuit of their acknowledgement is a nocebo.
Right.
And it's also
needing their permission for a goddamn thing.
It's what you were saying as well about the story. Like, that's the story. It's different in other countries. So it's the story of this people.
Say more. Oh, that's a good perspective.
It's not the story of every people. It's the story of this people. And like, if you look at TV and film, it's a different story, but they're both the same, both actors. So people are getting recognised on one media, but not the other media. But now TV is in the golden age, so more people are watching the great shows than there are going to the cinema, I think.
Yeah.
If you look at How to Get Away with Murder, if you look at basically Thursday Night.
Yeah, I was going to say Jail.
And if you look at I don't know what the recent TV awards were, lots of, like, if you know what? Orange is the New Black.
Oh, yeah.
What a bloody great example of a cast.
Yeah.
And they got awarded.
And everybody got awarded.
And that's
for being, not because they were black, but because they were actually
good.
doing good.
How about it?
Yeah.
It's like a team. Like you were saying, Zoe. It's not the one player, it's the whole team.
I'm just here to rattle cages. Huh? What your cage look like, punk?
Oh, yeah.
Your cage is a mess now, ain't it?
We talked about this on the episode of The Cooler, and we had Kanisha Bus, comedian, and she y'all can see the YouTube video on All Def Digital, and let me tell you, she went in on the boycott with the Oscars and whatnot, and it was good. It was a good conversation.
I'm just saying,
but that's just one problem with one. I mean, there's lots of problems. But that's one issue. Like, it's different things happening in different places.
Right.
So it's not the whole media. Like, there's a problem with that thing.
Yes.
With the institution and that one thing.
With that sliver.
That needs to be changed.
Right. No question.
It's not everything. Every single one has their own problems.
Yes. But you know what's beautiful about what you're saying? Goes back to my concept of the hologram. One thing about the hologram is that the image is non-local.
Correct.
Meaning the image is all over the film. So a lot of times, I use this metaphor for my son. I was like, the world is a hologram, kid. And you can't be a fucking total mess in one area of your life and think, well, I can compartmentalize that mess and be neat and in order somewhere else. I'm saying, it's a hologram. That mess is everywhere. So he's like, is this why my backpack is messed up? I was like, yeah. But your backpack looks exactly like your bedroom.
Oh.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like,
that's deep. How old's your kids, though?
Well, this is when he was in high school. He's 19 now. But I was explaining that to him, like, you can't be a fucking, like, you don't even see how your hologram connects in different areas of your life. Like, you'll be on the basketball court working on something really specific when you should be working on a few things to balance out your whole game. But that's still reflective of you saying, this backpack can be a mess, this room could be a mess, and then you don't see the mess that you are on the court.
I see.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm sitting out watching you in the stands going, okay, the footwork is a mess. But you don't see the footwork being a mess because the shot went in.
Right, because how you do anything is how you do everything.
You're right.
And so black people are going, so when we talk about what Francis Cress Waldron talked about in terms of there being a black side of the chessboard and a white side of the chessboard, black folks are going to have to master their part of the hologram. Because white folks ain't going to give us nothing.
Wait.
They will not concede anything.
Hold on. Let's get the languaging right.
Okay.
When you master your part of the hologram, you master the whole hologram.
Correct.
Because
but we have to decide to do that. That has to be our fundamental decision.
This is a very deep show. It's deep. It's ratchet. I'm gonna say it like my favorite show, Andrew Zimmerman, Bizarre Foods. It's salty. It's briny. It's fishy. It's very gelatinous. You know?
That sounds revolting. Can I just have an In-N-Out burger instead, please?
Oh, God. Hey, this show is crazy. All we wanted to do was rattle the cage.
That's it.
I want you to look at yourself. Here's your exercise for tonight. Everyone, write down your top 5 negative beliefs. Now, understand how nocebos work. The nocebo comes with an expectation of failure. Just like in the pharmaceutical commercial. Hey, this pill is for this, but these side effects could happen to you. When you get that negative suggestion, you have it in the back of your mind, this pill could fail. That's a nocebo. That's a perfect example of a nocebo. How many of you are languishing in a relationship right now with thoughts of its failure in the back of your mind? How many of you guys are trying to push through what your intuition or what your fear, because a lot of people can't distinguish between intuition and fear, right? Consciously, they don't know the difference between a spiritual feeling and an emotional one. So a lot of times people are being told something in their mind and they're projecting, this ain't going to work. This ain't going to work. But while still going through the motions of trying to make it work.
Been there.
You understand?
Yes.
Woo. I want you to write down your top 5 nocebo. See, this is Zoe's coaching. This is how Zoe get down.
This is Coach Zoe in the building.
I coach you up. I had your ass thinking about grandmama and them. Damn, did I get this belief from Big Mama when she was making grits that Thanksgiving? I don't know. I have your whole shit inside out. You want to learn some things? This is how we do.
Tune in.
Listen, this was a fun show.
Yeah.
This was a fun show. We have a new show coming on after us. Kelly Glover, Big, Curvy, Love. Up against your neck, pimp. Woo! It's about to be crazy.
You should get Veronica to do some NLP on air. But nobody's allowed to drive, though, in case you fall asleep at the wheel.
See, and Veronica's been asking me to do that. I said, Veronica, we're going to kill people.
No, you can cure the world, Veronica. Oh, my gosh, imagine if there was NLP radio. This is amazing.
They would be driving and be like, my life has changed.
Life's over.
I could definitely do it.
We got to tell everybody, pull over.
I want to talk about I want to give a little shout out to Black Master this month when you're ready. When we're going to give.
Do it right now. You got time. Do it.
All right. So I have an amazing I'm declaring 2016 the year of the Black Master. Thank you very much.
Yes.
This is what it is. And I've got a whole series of conversations in Black Mastery. Black Mastery is going on sale half price this month, but I have an interview with Yama Van Zant that you can pick up, and I'll put it in Twitter at tinyurl.com/CIBM for Conversations in Black Mastery, Iyanla. IYANLA. It's a private one-on-one conversation that I had with Yama Van Zant about Black Mastery. So go catch it. It's free and it's awesome.
Man, y'all got to support Veronica Conway. You guys got to continue to download my app, ZoWilliams. It's available on iTunes, iOS. It's available on Google Play. All one word, ZoWilliams. Download it right now. Continue to purchase the Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship, written by moi. Yeah, just keep supporting the entire movement. I thank you guys so much. And Whitney.
Guys, like I said earlier in the show, I have a new show on All Def Digital that I am weekly just talking about, fun topics. So hop onto YouTube, All Def Digital, and check out the cooler. That's going to happen every week. So I'll be posting it on my Instagram. You already know it's at Miss Taber, MSTABER. Y'all have a great Wednesday. That's it. And man, thank you, Kelly. Kelly, where can we find your information besides the show after this, by the way?
Just Google Big Curvy Love.
I'm
everywhere.
Boom.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, BigCurvyLove.com.
The voice of reason has landed. Appreciate you guys. See you guys next week. Or Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, Friday. New show. We'll be back. Deuces.
Peace.